Hey Crownies, if you want to see me go from this to this, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so I'm using the CrownE BW2 bleach, and I ended up using the whole bucket, so the number of scoops that I'm showing you right here really doesn't even matter. Next, I'm using my CrownE 40 developer, and you can use whatever you want. This is just my preference because I have no patience. Make sure it's mixed really well, and I would recommend for bundles that you use a thinner consistency than you would for your frontal and your closure for an easier application. Let me just say for the record that this part took me forever. I don't know what I was thinking as usual when I decided that I was going to attempt to do all of the hair this way. I don't know that I've ever bleached my hair when it was already in a unit, so it gave me a little bit of difficulties because I was thinking I can do it the same way I would do my bundles if they were individualized. And yeah, I will not do that ever again. I highly recommend that if you're able to, separate your hair and go layer by layer, because I wasted so much time with this method. So do not do what I am doing here, guys. I was going for a sort of ombre-ish look. I wanted my ends to be way lighter than my roots. So of course I started at the bottom. Be careful not to just take your brush and make a straight line, because when the color comes out, you're gonna see that line and it's gonna look crazy. So try and use your brush at an angle. I'm not sure if you can really see it too well here what I'm doing, but I'm going back in with my fingers too, and I'm softening up that line of demarcation. By this point, I hadn't even realized it, but I was splashing bleach all over myself. And the funny part was I looked at an apron in the store and said to myself, get the apron. And then I also told myself, you don't need the apron. But luckily, I guess the bleach had already started drying before it was splashing on me, so it did not stain my outfit. But I would highly advise that you either wear clothes that you do not mind destroying, or get that apron, girl, because the bleach was going everywhere and it will put a hole in colors all in your stuff. So I'm blaming this part on Sophiology with the brush. I don't even know that I've ever used my brush to brush through. I don't really have too much to say about it other than I am not a cosmetologist. So if you choose to do any of what you see me doing here, you are doing so at your own discretion. You have been advised. So you have been watching this for a while now, and you see the struggle I am going through right now with getting the bleach through all of the hair, and I'm still only at the bottom layer. You can also see that it's already lightening. So now I'm kind of in panic mode because I don't want it to over process at the ends, and I haven't even begun to touch the middle and the top part. But I needed to also make sure that I got all the bleach through. So guys, when I say this was a trial and tribulation, like it was ridiculous. If you haven't already, make sure that you go hit the subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you always know when I'm dropping a new video. And also shout out to my girl Jasmine Black back there in the background. She's the owner of Shop Bell Society. Go check her page out. She's got great content and her store is dope as hell. And go ahead and finish watching me destroy this wig. It's like, no, I didn't destroy it, but Lord, it was a challenge. Here, I'm just brushing the hair out to make sure that I've got the bleach worked all the way through and to get out those knots. I will say that this can harm your hair, so definitely use at your own discretion. Now I'm moving in finally to the second layer of bleach. You can see how light the tips already are. So yeah, I was starting to work really fast at this point because like I said, I didn't want those ends to over process. Here is the results of the first bleach because I ended up bleaching this hair twice. I think you can kind of see the gradient effect. Not really sure, but you definitely see when I'm finished. And yeah, I left the roots dark. I always leave the roots dark, so because I know nobody's really gonna see it, so it kind of don't really even matter. Yes, my ends were still popping. Now I'm bleaching the hair a second time, and yes, I did this in the same day. Do at your own discretion once again. And this time I actually split the hair into layers before bleaching. I learned my lesson from the office. Make sure to rinse all the bleach from your hair. Always use a lukewarm or cool temperature water. Here you just see me dipping the hair to make sure I've combed all the bleach out. Here you see I'm rinsing the hair again. I rinsed it in water by itself quite a few times before moving on to the next process. Finally, the water is clear. And let me say for the record, I do not remember this hair having any waves in it, but apparently it did, and you can see them popping out here. That's how much hair was shed. And this is the finished look. I used the purple shimmer lights to remove the brassiness from the hair. Oh my God, look at this color. I was so excited to have achieved this color, and baby, look at those roots. Yes. Now, if you want, you can leave her, yes, I called her a her, at this color, but I didn't want to. I wanted my hair that ash blonde. As you can see, I used the Wella T18, and I actually only ended up using one bottle out of the 3 that I bought. And remember, it's 1 part toner to 2 parts developer. And before anybody asks, no, your girl is not pregnant. I was just super fat and bloated this day. I don't know what was going on. Make sure you work the toner through all of the hair, same way you would the bleach, but probably not as carefully, I suppose. As you see, I did not use gloves. I don't even know if you were supposed to, but I did it. And I also used the toner on the lace. And you'll see that coming up in the video, but yeah, you can see me here working it through the roots. I did tone my lace. Hold the hell up. Where did all that ass come from? When I watched this video the first time, I was in complete disbelief because I do not see my behind looking like that. But there it is, plain as day. I know you guys have been watching me work the mess out of this toner into this hair, but I really want to make sure that I got it all worked in really good. And then I left it on by itself for about 10-15 minutes to finish processing. Okay, this is the finished results after it was bleached twice and toned in the same day. I used the same method that I used in the bleach bath video, so if you need to, go back and check that video to see what I'm talking about with the apple cider vinegar, not the bleach. I cannot believe how well this hair came out, and it still feels amazing for it to have been bleached twice in a day. I was working on this hair until about 3 in the morning. But if you want to see how I ended up styling this video, you've got to watch the next video. Make sure that you go subscribe, leave any comments below, and I will see you later, CrownE.